Welcome to the 2020 Creme de la Coon World Championships. I'm Ulysses Brandywine, along with my colleague, the legendary Eugene Baxter, here at the Bo Keenwood Mine Center for Thought Inquisitions, calling all of the action from the opening round of Moon Cricket Madness and the round of 64 Spooks. In our first matchup today, we had the number 3 seed Sambo Sotoro taking on Watermelon Wendy Williams. Eugene, Sambo came out flashing the 5-point Michelle Obama Black Mamba card. Trip Dub had her man hands full.
And she's here after finally fully transitioning to hermaphrodite. Now this is her third transition. Her first transition was from a 20-year-old male to a child, making her age fluid. And then from there, she transitioned to a woman, becoming gender fluid. Now all this has helped her to hold 19 shot put records in her home state. She knows a little about competition.
I don't know, Eugene. I doubt she can compete with the absolute vigor Sotoro is mouth-fucking Michelle's eggplant with. Call Juicy J, because he is slobbing on his knob like corn through the husk. Must be harvest time. Eugene?
Now, Ulysses, tell the audience why they call Michelle the Black Mamba.
Because she has a dick, Eugene.
Well, no surprise there. Now, although they look stunning in their Louis Melon dress, and they have that plus 1.1 Hotep
Eugene, I noticed you're referring to Trip Dub in the third person. Why is that?
She has a dick, Ulysses.
Another solid observation, Eugene. And it wouldn't matter how much equipment they brought to the matchup, it was never gonna be enough to compete with Cock Throat Bomber. Wins in a blowout, 105-41, with a Coon score of 726. Out in Chi-Town, we had Assassin's Coon, a traditional powerhouse, facing a tricky little liberal, Coonell West. Eugene, Coonell came out in the karate stance, ready for war.
Man, that little Bruce Leroy shit ain't gonna work. Assassin Jackson got that MLK spook spade. Now, Ulysses, just how did he get that MLK spook spade anyway?
Because he's got a dick, Eugene. And also, he was tied to the murder.
And the Gap-Tooth Jungle Bunny, now, he has a plus 0.1 Bill Maher spade. Now, Ulysses, what's the point of a 0.1 spook spade?
Well, in the event of a tie, the 0.1 Bill Maher spook spade will slightly push Coonell West to a win.
You gonna need more than that little shit.
No cap, Eugene. No cap. Assassin Jackson pummels the Gappy Professor 83-36 with a Coon score of 700. In the next matchup, we got two newcomers to Moon Cricket Madness, both entering the tournament in strong positions, top 20 on Masses poll. Coon Mala came in as the higher seed along with her Carlemagne the Fraud Spook Spade, while Crabrielle came in rocking the threads of her new sponsorship with Flaming Hot Funyuns. Eugene!
Now, Crab Funyuns was one of my favorites coming into the tournament, and she came looking like she's ready to win. Who did her makeup?
Ham. Eugene.
She looks delicious. But the Black Joe Biden is no slouch. This was one of the most competitive first-round matchups in the tournament.
You are absolutely right, Eugene. This was a tight matchup separated by only 8 points. Coon Mala, the higher seed, walks away victorious, 61-53, with a slight edge in Coon score of 540. I know this is the matchup you've all been waiting for, and especially you, Eugene.
It certainly is, Ulysses. I couldn't sleep. I tell you, I stayed up all night watching old Sambo 16 highlight film. Hey, do you remember the 72 Dickoff?
How could I ever forget the 72 Dickoff? Who could ever forget the 72 Dickoff? Eugene, it is impossible to forget the 72 Dickoff. Little Richard versus Richard Roundtree, possibly the biggest upset in Creme de la Coon history, and definitely the greatest Cinderella story.
Now you would think, as a traditional man's man, Roundtree wouldn't even have been in the tournament. But after fucking 78 white bitches in his movies, he snuck right in there. He was facing the top-seeded Little Richard, and nobody expected Richard Roundtree to win.
But once it was uncovered that his black ass had been shown more than any woman's ass in the movie Shaft, his massa pole swelled and his Coon scale soared at the exact right time. Underdog Richard Roundtree defeated number 1 seed Little Richard in the 72 Dickoff. It was amazing, Eugene.
It just goes to show momentum is a huge factor coming into this tournament. Timing is everything. Things just need to come together at the right moment.
You can say that again, Eugene.
It just goes to show momentum is a huge factor coming into this tournament. Timing is everything. Things just need to come together at the right moment.
Zaya's Zaddy comes in to this matchup as the overall number 2 seed and first in Chitlin West, and that rainbow emanating in a swirl from his rectum that transforms into My Little Pony indicates that Flame Wade did not come to play around, unless it's with LeBron's balls. Eugene?
He certainly did not. Flame Wade is my favorite to win it all this year. The Akron 8 barely even made it into the tournament, and that watermelon jersey is not going to be enough to cool off Flame Wade. Wait, is that a gaze ball I see dangling there? Why does he just have one? Why not 2?
There's flowers growing underneath too, Eugene.
Why the fuck are flowers growing out of it?
Oh, and I see you didn't notice the superb Fendi butterfly belt buckle.
I do see that he's sporting a gay NASA pendant.
Everything with the NASA logo on it is gay, Eugene.
And what's that spook spade he got there? It looks like an infant of some sort.
Eugene, that's the Tranny Baby Spook Spade card, worth an incredible 10.1 points, virtually unstoppable in Coon to Coon competition.
The look on LeBron's face says it all. Look at him, holding on to that hairline. Flame Wade won't even need to use that Tranny Baby Spook Spade card. And Zaya's daddy goes on to win it 125-34 with a 794 Coon score.
Coming into the 5-12 matchup, Coontonio is tied for the lead with Oprah with a 32 scorn factor. Couple that with a top 5 CRI and a +7 Pitbull Terrorist Spook Spade card. Mooley had his hands fully. Eugene?
That was horrible, Ulysses.
I'll tell you what's not horrible, Eugene, and that's the Gucci watermelon snakeskin bag Mooley is rocking.
That's a Birkin, Ulysses.
I'm not even gonna ask why you know that. Did you know a snake had to fuck a watermelon in order to make that bag, Eugene? It took over 14 years and cost over $300 million.
And I'm not even gonna ask why you know that, Ulysses.
I'm dedicated to my craft, Eugene, the saltine science.
Coontonio is the higher seed, but Mooley Mayweather has the advantage of having competed in Moon Cricket Madness in the past. And even after his signing a 6-year, $100 billion contract with the LGBT cuties, making him the highest paid athlete in fuckball history, that and the Pitbull Terrorist Spook Spade, this matchup still was no shoo-in.
Speaking of shoes, those gator boots match that bag to perfection. Mooley dresses for Moon Cricket Madness every day of the year, and that little coon fur dangling from his pocket is not Photoshop. Did you know that an alligator had to fuck a watermelon in order to make those gator boots?
And in the end, no matter how...
And it took a mere 11 years. It cost just over $160 million and the insemination of 79 alligators and 6 caiman.
All right. And in the end, no matter how valuable that Sambo 7 spook spade was, it wasn't enough to overcome the Mooley team.
Stop driving. Stop playing games.
In this matchup, we have Brick City Bottom versus Bithup TD Snakes. Now, I've been watching this one closely.
How closely have you been watching this?
About as close as you can get without, crossing over.
Pretty close, huh?
All the way close. The senator from New Jersey's, aka Rosario Dawson's brother's boyfriend, is rocking that ponytail and a barrage of cocks. And the lispy lecturer is looking super creepy. I mean, just look at the triple X dreads. Is that a pure diamond cross pendant he has?
That's a testament, Eugene. Number 3 among all church pocket candies carried by grandmothers worldwide, just after peppermint and a Werther's. Eugene?
Now, I have it on good authority that the TD and TD Jake stands for tasty desserts. And I always thought it stood for tongue disorder. Who knew? Now that cock barrage though is a custom piece by Alexander Wang, made with organic homosexual grape skins. It's 100% vegan. And yes, that is pure unicorn semen you see squirting out of it.
No, I've always wondered what color unicorn semen was. Actually, no, I haven't. Eugene?
So you didn't know that, Ulysses?
I did not.
This is purple. Everybody knows that.
So how does the cock barrage work, Eugene?
Well, you see, the harder BCB licks that rainbow cock in his right hand, the more the unicorn semen sprays from the cock barrage. It's truly a sight to see. And it's pretty hard to unsee as well.
So the vigor in which he licks the tip is the vigor in which the unicorn semen pummels his opponent.
I know that's right. Precisely, it is pressure sensitive.
TD Jakes is hella clean in his watermelon Gucci and the handkerchief, which is a Smithfield, I believe.
He sure has good taste. See what I did there?
I see what you did there, Eugene. I believe that handkerchief also is part of the Coon Lorraine collection.
And I'm willing to bet you, Ulysses, all the money in my pocket that by the end of this competition there will be no ham left. Now, Ulysses, see, now this is what bothers me. This is what bothers me about the Triple X dreads. He could have opted for a Triple X Spook Spade card and got a lot more for his money.
Another astute observation, Eugene.
A lot of this tournament is showmanship, and that that cock barrage sure did turn heads.
The cock barrage turned heads. I hate to see Brick City Bottom go. He brought out the Spectrum Coon Fur Van Heusen, which is a cost-efficient and modest fashion decision for a rectum wrangler. I mean, look at his costume. You can't tell me he didn't take this matchup seriously. This nigga brought 3 dicks.
And even in this tournament, that's a lot of dicks to bring.
Another astute observation, Eugene. The man brought 3 dicks. And we've seen dicks brought to this competition and used in the field of play. But 3? 1 as a primer, two actively being swirled in a barrage?
And I think what it came down to is efficiency, like you said earlier. Efficiency is a key word here. I'm not sure how many batteries Brick City Bottom had to use on his cock barrage, but from digging around in my wife's panty drawer, I know it's got to be a lot of batteries. So as far as efficiency.
Lionel Stewart, Brick City Bottom's trainer, tells me that that's not battery operated cock barrage. That is 100% wrist action and kinetic energy.
That is definitely what I would call a modern technological wonder.
Right, the unicorn semen's being powdered by the primer, which is really it's tongue activated Bluetooth.
And I heard the AI system in that cock barrage is also state of the art as well. It actually deactivates when coming near a female body.
Oh, that's the Cory Booker package, right? And I think that was the problem. As vigorous as Brick City Bottom was priming and as angry as his eyes looked, he doesn't have Dragon Ball Z eyebrows. He has regular eyebrows.
Now, as far as the matchup goes, it all boils down to whether in the political world or Moon Cricket Madness, nobody's fucking voting for Cory.
I mean, honestly, Eugene, the guy came to play, but you can see he's still an amateur. He's doing a lot. He's priming a cock. He's got a cock barrage. He's got a coon fur mixed with a rainbow cock in his mouth. Also, a rainbow, very, very loud rainbow print that is behind the coon fur. You know, I see a lot of guys and they're doing the coon watermelon, and he decides to go with the green hair when he could have gone with a simple watermelon pattern. And if you look over at TD, I mean, come on. You notice his watermelon is impeccable. You can see his lapel clearly showing through the watermelon pattern. And of course, the testament chain is to die for with the handkerchief. And on the right side, of course, you've got the seeded watermelon, so you know it's non-GMO. I love it. It doesn't matter if it's organic. And, you know, a lot of people don't know the difference between organic and non-GMO. Not the same thing. Eugene, I could go on with this bullshit all day. And those are the secrets of TD Jakes. At the end of the day, that is not an unseeded watermelon. That's organic. And a lot of people don't know. You can't just buy that at the grocery store. He incorporated that into his suit with the same ham that made up Gabrielle Funyun's face. Oh, and Kuntain Lorraine's neck, essentially devouring all but a few droplets of unicorn semen while dabbing the corners of his mouth with his handkerchief. This guy, he's gonna be at the top of Creme de la Coon for a long time. Impressive. Eugene?
Nobody's fucking voting for Cory.
Even with the inferior coon scale, it will be. TD snakes on to the next round. He mollywops Brick City Bottom 90-39 with a coon score of 700. In the 116 matchup out in Chitlin East, we had Hoper Wildebeest taking on Kuntain Lorraine, two traditionally strong powerhouses. Eugene, is that blood on Hoper's chest? What's going on here?
To be honest, I have no idea. I would assume that is from the living fetus that she has in her hand there.
That handprint is too large for that fetus. There's got to be another explanation, Eugene. That's the hand of an adult or small adolescent. Or maybe possibly a normal adolescent.
It's all the same to me. However, did you see Holly's neck? What the fuck is wrong with her neck?
Yes. She's also sponsored by the same makeup company as, what's her name?
Crab Funyuns?
Funyuns. There you go. Krabby Old Funyuns. Same makeup company. She has a nice ham neck, Eugene. It's a nice, lovely ham neck.
And what are those on her eyes?
Oh, those are the Gucci Ray-Ban Raccoon 6s, if I'm not mistaken. And those can only be found at Sunglass Hut inside Four Seasons Mall in Greensboro, North Carolina. Eugene?
I guess she got her money's worth. I'll tell you that much. I've never seen her look quite as coonish as she does right now.
They were lined up outside of Sunglass Hut for hours for these Raccoon 6s. Apparently, Hallie was the only person in line, and she still paid for these glasses, but nonetheless, she is the spokesperson for their print campaign in Teen Abortion magazine. Eugene?
I'm glad that all worked out for her. But as we see, Hopper is not coming to lose today, because if you look at her, she's just about as coonish as Lorraine.
Oprah has taken it to the next level. If you see a slight chitlin fade into her blouse, you'll notice a hard chitlin fade into her hair, but it matches her curls. It's beautiful. She's got the reptilian skin glowing. I mean, she's got the reptilian hybrid teeth, and oh my God, Eugene, she's got the Harvey Weinstein belt buckle. How can she lose? Come on, I didn't see it until just now. The Weinstein belt buckle. Come on, Eugene. Eugene, now she pulled that out of her. What did she pull that out of, Eugene?
I didn't see that either. I'll tell you, I'm not sure where she pulled that out of, but
that's Harvey Weinstein. And I've lost it, Eugene. There's a Weinstein belt buckle. Gosh.
She said before the tournament. She said before the tournament she's got some tricks up her sleeve, and
well, the trick up her sleeve I thought was the dead baby, and then Hallie snatches the teeth out the baby, puts them in her mouth, and then next thing you know, fucking Oprah with the motherfucking Weinstein belt buckle. Shit. I know it stopped my recording. No, it didn't. Oprah with the Weinstein belt buckle. Eugene, I've about lost my mind. I can't believe it. And I don't want Hallie to give the baby the teeth back. Those are Hallie's teeth now. The baby's dead. What can a baby do with the teeth? They look better in Hallie's mouth. She should keep them. I love the watermelon faded nicely into her cheeks. The summer's eve coat. Beautiful. Eugene?
Hey, and this is I took just to piggyback on what you're saying. This is one of the most stylish matchups that I have ever seen in the history of Creme de la Coon. This is I'm just as bewildered as you by the wildebeest.
Oh, I'm with you, Eugene. I am also bewildered by the beast. This is a classic matchup. Wildebeest versus Coon Tang. I can't believe it. We're out by the dumpsters. I'm here with the legendary Eugene Baxter. Oprah's got the dead baby. Coon Tang has snatched the baby's teeth. Keep the teeth! Keep the teeth! Keep the teeth, Coon Tang. Eugene.
This is even.
Oh man, this is reminiscent. This is reminiscent of a Sambo 16 matchup. Eugene, I've lost it here. Bring me back, Eugene. The Weinstein belt buckle. What is going on?
This just goes to show that this just by your reaction and everybody else's reaction that is seeing it. This just goes to show that this, before the competition even started, it was already a historical matchup. They've just come with such outstanding showmanship, so many little nuances in their their presentation. This is amazing. And
I know. It is amazing. It's amazing, Eugene. Hallie with the ham throat, Oprah with the reptilian skin, with the chitlin unders. Oh my gosh, and the chitlin overs. Oh my gosh, with the laser eyes. Oh my gosh, with the Weinstein belt buckle. Number 1 in the Masters poll. There's no way Coontang Lorraine could have ever thought that she could freaking compete with the wildebeest. Oh my gosh, this yuck mouth yam takes it. Oh my gosh, it wasn't even close. Eugene, at the end of the day, the yuck mouth yam wins 99-6 over Coontang with a Coon scale of 947. Get out of here, Eugene. You know what was going to happen. Coontang came to play, but at the end of the day, with with everything that's going on in the world, wildebeest, shit. Eugene?
it was a massacre, a total massacre.
And coming up in our final matchup of the weekend in 2020 Creme de la Coon Moon Cricket Madness, we have number 9 in the Massa poll, Tyler Tiara, taking on Leanne Dandy Panties and Coondor. Eugene! Coondor is sporting a new look. What do you think about that?
Coondor, if you've been following, Coondor is actually just returning from his most recent quest.
And what was that quest, Eugene?
He went to barber school.
I'm sorry, what was the quest, Eugene?
He went to barber school. And as you can see,
One more time. Eugene, what was that quest? One more time.
He went to barber school. And as you can see, he is now donning a glorious beard to show for it.
Oh, that is a lovely beard, Eugene. The right side looks a little uneven, but hey.
It's glorious.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You'll notice that Leanne Dandy Panties is cocooned in the watermelon force field. Now, this is something that he didn't bring out in 2017, but we knew that he was coming with something different for this year. And this is something that I really wasn't expecting. No one's brought out a force field. Now, I've seen watermelon before. Well, he's already integrated watermelon and Coon. He was the first one to do it. What did he do? He went with the Snapchat filter and a subtle watermelon force field. I mean, this virtually makes Leanne Dandy Panties somebody that we should be looking as an innovator in the world of Creme de la Coon. I mean, the next time I see anybody with a Coon force field or a fried chicken force field or a chillin' force field, Eugene, I know who did it first, and that's Leanne Dandy Panties. Not to mention he brought in Coondor. The Coondor went to barber school. Oh my God, and his beard is glorious. As soon as that right side grows out, oh my God, he's gonna be a major problem. Eugene?
Okay, I've got 3 quick ones for you. First, what the hell does a watermelon force field do?
Well, a watermelon force field protects, in this case, Leanne Dandy Panties from the semen of Laz Alonso.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I guess my second point that I wanted to get across to the people was that if you notice, Toxic Tyler is donning the same tiara that Coon Mala wore in her victory over Crab Funyuns.
Ooh, that's a very astute observation, Eugene. I would love to hear more.
They're both promoting gender cancer awareness.
What is gender cancer awareness, Eugene?
And my third point I wanted to say was the first round we have Tyler Tiara, Leanne Dandy Panties in the first round of this tournament. I don't know what to say. This is truly heartbreaking. This is more of a Sambo 16 match.
It's amazing. I mean, I'm right there with you, Eugene. It's amazing. I mean, imagine we have both of these top Coon competitors in the first round. This is something that we would expect in the round of 32 Jigaboos, the Sambo 16, the Enslaved 8. I mean, maybe even a front porch 4 if we're stretching out. I mean, Dandy Panties and Tiara have kind of been, you know, they finish high, but they haven't been at the top of Creme de la Coon in the last little bit. I know that Dandy Panties is coming out with a new muff chafing superhero, or he actually might be a dog gobbler. Nonetheless, Dandy Panties has a few tricks up his sleeves. I think he's got a new gay cartoon coming out, some gay cereal, kind of like Cheerios, but it has dicks that go inside the little holes. Nonetheless, Dandy Panties is doing major things for the future of Creme de la Coon. Like I said earlier, he's an innovator, and you know, the real issue here is that he just hasn't been able to reach the same status as Tyler Tiara. I mean, you look at Tiara, I mean, obviously he's got an eggplant full of Laz Alonso. It's hard to compete with that. I mean, even with, you know, Kundor, and even after Kundor went to barber school, he's gonna have to learn how to trim himself up evenly before he's gonna really be able to help out Dandy Panties moving forward. Eugene?
My take on it all is basically like this. So you have Leanne Dandy Panties, and like you said, he's an innovator. He's an innovator. He's gonna be back. He's gonna be back strong, even if he doesn't end up in a Sambo 16 or an Enslaved 8 in the next coming years. He will be back down the line. Now we don't have to worry about that. But in the same token, Tyler Tiara, she is also an innovator and a forward thinker as well. So we can, and like I said, I expect to see this matchup, Sambo 16 on in. As a first round matchup, I'm not disappointed. Don't get me wrong. This is a great matchup.
I think that's the thing about Dandy Panties. You know, every year we're talking about somebody new. Just take, for example, Zaya Zaddy. Zaya Zaddy wasn't on this list last year, but you know who was on the list last year? Dandy Panties. You know what? Remember, Kevin Gates used to be on the list. He's not on the list anymore. Guess who's on the list now? Dandy Panties. Remember the Black Pepper Supremacist? #1. Guess who's not on the list this year? The Black Pepper Supremacist is irrelevant, but guess who's back? Dandy Panties. But so is Tiara. Eugene.
Just like this year, Leanne Dandy Panties, not really making waves, but still managed to get into this tournament, and that's going to continue, and that's going to be a matchup that I just plan on enjoying for years to come.
We saw TD Snakes go with the slight watermelon, but we see here that Tiara went with the watermelon, the atrazine, and the Jolly Rancher.
And that eggplant Tyler Tiara has, what is coming out of the eggplant there? I see some dripping.
Oh, you want to know the deal with the eggplant, Eugene? So during auditions, Tyler puts this eggplant in his rectum and receives all of his male stars. And he uses this eggplant to stave off his enemies, such as Lee Daniels.
And I bet Lee Daniels is glad he has that watermelon force field.
Oh yes, the watermelon force field is uniquely equipped. You'll notice that he does have the braided Shamar Moore, which is a special edition Shamar Moore, whose semen could honestly murder Kundor by itself.
It looks like Kundor is staying well away from the braided Shamar semen there.
And that would be a smart decision for Kundor to do such. The Shamar Moore semen is far more dangerous than the Laz Alonso or the bald-headed nigga from Why Did I Get Married? Was that Why Did I Get Married? What was the movie? The bald-headed nigga the bald-headed nigga. That's Shamar Moore with braids. The most dangerous semen out there.
You can say that again.
It's like no matter how strong a watermelon force field, no matter how fresh Kundor's edge up, it was no match for the semen of Shamar Moore with braids.
Yeah, it's sad to see Leanne Dandy Panties go, but like I said, we'll see him back. We'll see him back year after year. I'm sure of it. And Tyler Tierra, we'll probably see her in the Sambo 16. Yes,
I definitely expect to see Tiara in the 16, and I definitely also expect to see Dandy Panties and Coon Door around in Creme de la Coon 2021. The Muff Chafin Mooley murders Dandy Panties 79-44 with a Coon score of 642. For my colleague Eugene Baxter, this is Ulysses Brandywine here in the first round of Creme de la Coon Moon Cricket Madness. We'll be back next week with more heated Coon petition from the round of 32 Jigaboos here at the Bo Keep Woodbine Center for Thought Inquisition. We'll see you next week.
Coon!